talk about your characters yet. We'll get into that when we get into... Oh, they say they can't hear me.
All right, let me fix it.
Are we muted?
I'm like going through the alphabet in my head.
Oh, wait. Can you hear me now?
S.
Oh my god, I did the same thing, Naseem.
Okay.
I was like,
Okay, you can hear me? Awesome.
Here, let's start at the very beginning. Sage, you introing what the hell we're doing here. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Let's try this over again. I am Sage, and we are here with the majority of the maidens as we descend into Avernus, accompanied by two of our Venture Maidens. Yes.
Dead stop.
I loved your face, JB. Yes, so I'm very excited. We are here streaming off Wednesdays from our usual Venture Maiden stream. And yeah, super, super excited for me to be in the storyteller hot seat.
I'm very excited too. I'm like really excited. I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't because I don't have to plan a game. It's amazing.
And yes, we'll all go around and we'll say your name, your pronouns. Don't talk about your characters yet. We'll get to that when we actually get into the action. But say a little bit about who you are in this wonderful world of role-playing and something that either you would like to get out of the game, like you personally, or something you would love for your character to accomplish. So yeah, I'll start. I'm Sage, they, them. I play on the Venture Maidens as your wonderful Cara Brynhilda, and I'm also on the Curse of Lords podcast as your atheist paladin.
And then it's me, right? Yeah? Alphabetical. Hi, everybody. My name is Celeste Conowich. You can usually find me as the Dungeon Master for the Venture Maidens podcast, but I am also a writer and general content creator. You can check out everything I do at celesteconowich.com, or follow me on Twitter at cconowich to see all the other crap I do all the time. Oh, and things I would like out of this game. I'm really, really excited because I'm going to be testing out the new Onomancy Wizard Arcane Tradition. So I'm just really, really excited to see how that tests and like to report back to people to let them know because I love the idea. So I'm really, really excited to explore that in this game and see how it kind of fits in like with this weird hell world. So that's what I'm really excited about.
Yeah, we have 3 Unearthed Arcana characters here, so that's super exciting. Oh my god, I really want to play an all Unearthed Arcana game. I think that would be really cool.
Hot mess.
that'd be awesome.
Oh, also pronoun she, her. I don't think I said that. Yeah.
JB.
Hello, I'm JB, also
Nice.
at Drop the Die, and I got Audacity to work just a second ago.
I got that from your clappies.
He, him are my pronouns. You may have seen me just moments ago on Little Red Dot's channel. What I want out of this game is to play D&D with people that I've listened to 400 plus hours of podcast with. So that'd be cool. What my character would want out of this game is, oh man, just some respect. He's ready to get some damn respect. That's pretty much what he's ready for.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did I miss anything? I was scrambling.
No, you're good.
Yay,
Okay.
first game jitters. It's so real.
That's me. I don't have jitters. I'm inept.
And I'm Katie. Pronoun she, her. You can find me on Twitter at lazy_mermaiden. I'm on Venture Maidens on the other Wednesday as well. And I have an Etsy store where I sell Venture Maiden soaps as well as some pins inspired by different D&D deities and all that. I think out of this game, I'm excited. I love playing healer, but also I haven't played a not healer in like 3 years. So I'm really excited to not play healer. And my character's probably most excited to use her inner turmoil to help others.
Nice. Naseem.
Hey, what up? It's Naseem, your girl. She, her. And I am also on the Venture Maidens channels podcast on off Wednesdays as Sonya Noor, and I am on social media at Nazgul, and I'm here for the spooks. As soon as they came out with Descent, I was super excited that there was a game set in hell, and I think that's rad as fuck. And I think my character's just here for a good time, man. So, go on an adventure.
Oh no.
Oh my god. All right. Last but not least, Paul.
Gather round, travelers.
Yay!
Woo!
You can hear my voice at the beginning of every Venture Maidens podcast episode. My name is Paul, pronouns he, him. I can also be heard on the Curse of Lords podcast, playing a character known as DM. I'm not the DM, but the character is known as DM, which is wonderful for all of our fans. I've been playing D&D for a long time, and Calvin will be stoked to find out about hell machines in game, and I'm super excited to find out more about these infernal war machines. The miniature for them looks amazing, and I've been painting a lot of tiny plastic people in my spare time recently. Stoked for hell machines.
Oh boy. Yes, there will be many of those. And all right, let us get started. Welcome to Baldur's Gate.
Yay.
A veritable nest of rats and vipers clinging to rocky slopes overlooking the Kyanthar River. From their high perches in the upper city, the local nobles, known as patriarchs, gaze down with veiled contempt upon the common rabble and the grimy lower city, which hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood, crime, and opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are drawn to this place like flies on a carcass.
Oh.
Following the river farther east would eventually lead you to Elturel, capital of the Holy Land of Eltegard, or at least there was until a couple of days ago. The flood of refugees from Elturel has gotten worse since news first arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has brought down the descent of Elturel. The patriarchs pay a mercenary army called the Flaming Fist to protect their interests in Baldur's Gate, and by extension, the city itself. The Flaming Fist has gained even more power since their charismatic leader, Older Ravengard, claimed the title of Grand Duke just a few years ago. Apparently, Ravengard is missing. In his absence, the Flaming Fist have sealed the city's gate to staunch the flow of refugees. No one is allowed in or out. All of this was brought to your attention shortly after you were drafted or volunteered into the Flaming Fist to help defend your city. Your orders are to speak to Captain Zodge at the Basilisk Gate. Unseen beyond the sealed gate, a dirt road that stretches through the outer city slums to the bridge known as Worm's Crossing, then to distant realms beyond. Dozens of Flaming Fist soldiers are trying to control an angry mob of commoners eager to leave the city. Armed with only a vague description of Captain Zodge, a tall man with long black hair and a leather eye patch, it takes you a while to find him. A fight breaks out between soldiers and commoners, and you finally spot the one-eyed captain as he wades into the fray and begins throwing punches. Ah, just another day in the City of Blood.
What a box text! Oh my god!
Oh my.
Okay.
So, basically to sum this all up for you, the city of Baldur's Gate has been sealed for the past 10 days. And only high bribes to the guards, you hear, can get you in or out of the city. The capital city of Eltegard, which is the next country over, the capital city of Elturel has been just sunk into the earth. It has disappeared, and there is only a crater left where it stands. And the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate, who was on mission to Elturel, has gone missing. And so you know that the Flaming Fists are normally a very heavy-handed mercenary organization. But since Ravengard has been gone, there's just been even more violence, as they have just been without direction, and they're doing their best to try and keep peace in the city. So, which of you were conscripted, and which of you would have voluntarily taken up arms with the flaming fists?
Calvin would have volunteered, but the person who recruited him would have left out a lot of the brutal aspects of it and talked up the good that they're doing protecting the city. So he would have volunteered for it.
Yeah, Kaylee would have definitely volunteered as well. Just kind of looking for some place to put her excess energy into, and even though sometimes it might get a little gruesome, she's like, I think I'm still doing good. This is helping.
Look, I did a thing for you. What about Melody?
Well, okay, so the city's in chaos and the flaming fists are basically the only ones keeping order right now? Is that the...
Yeah, basically kind of seems like it.
Okay, well, I think Melody would have heard that they're offering payment, right, for this? Okay, Melody's willing to, hurt a few people for some money. That's fine. So, yeah, so she's in the thick of it, just, doing the bare minimum amount of work to get whatever this payment is.
Naseem, what was your character's name? Oh, you're muted.
Heronius,
that's right.
Yes, he was probably brought in while he was out among town looking for weed, and they realized he was a little bit short, and they suggested that he go check out this mercenary group and see if he could offer a hand, and they kind of just roped him in without him even realizing it.
And how does Roland feel about all that's happening?
Lord Roland Belrandan Cadril is happy to be of service.
Man.
Payment or no?
Y'all are all so jolly.
So good.
Man.
What did you call me?
Oh, not you. All of you are like, bro, yay, I'm going to help people. Melody's in the back like...
It is a
When's
point
payday?
of honor.
What's the minimum people?
Heronius is back there with you like, why are we here?
Why are we here? Melody and Erroneous are like, and Calvin, Roland, and Kaylee are up front like, let me fight some shit.
Oh boy! Yeah, so you all find yourself here at the Basilisk Gate. It's this like huge gate that just pierces the sky. And you see Captain Zodge and 7 of his little recruits just beating face of these refugees who are trying to get out. And as finally they land the last few blows on them, these people are now scurrying away, bleeding from their noses, just carrying their belongings. He turns to you. What do you all look like? What is this motley crew? What are we looking at here?
I guess I'll start. So Melody is a tiefling. She stands like 5'4", so not terribly imposing. She's got like lavender skin and sort of a crown of like horns around her head here. She's also got this big, really ugly like red brand on her face. She wears her hair long and kind of like tries to swoop to cover it whenever she can subconsciously. She's just wearing very, very loose-fitting, like, black clothing. She has a staff on her and a satchel, but it looks like she could dash out of here in a hurry, is sort of the look she's going with for her clothing. Every once in a while, also, you hear a weird little, like, chittering sound coming from around her. You're not really sure why.
That's normal.
Sure. That's fine.
What does Kaylee look like?
Kaylee is a little halfling. She's got tan skin and freckles and long, curly, like sandy blonde hair. She's got like eyes that look almost like a pale, like periwinkle color, but they're very faded. And when she smiles, like the smile doesn't really reach her eyes. And she just wears like a little green corset, kind of like loosely, and a big poofy skirt with a petticoat. And she wears no shoes with like little curly hairy feet.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, what does Heronius look like?
Heronius is very, very deep-skinned, deep tan, kind of like leathered skin from a lot of sun damage. Very dark hair that comes down to like a bleached blonde ombre. Very like nest, like it's been unkept for decades. Part of it's formed into dreads. It's got a head wrap, septum ring. Very, very Jack Sparrow, but short and stout as he is a dwarf. And but like a bodybuilder, he's built, he's cut, and yeah.
Nice. What does Calvin look like?
Calvin is a fire genasi. He stands about 5'10". He has ashen gray skin with fiery, spiky red hair that waves when he's excited or agitated or angry about things. His eyes are a deep ember orange color that also flickers when under duress. He wears a heavy leather apron with too many pockets on top of pockets all over it. For various tools, and then it looks like he almost has 3 different fanny packs all worn around his waist and over this apron. So there's like pouches of pouches on both of his hips and behind him, and then all of the pockets on his apron hang down in the front. Oh, and he wears a monocle with various lenses that can be.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a word.
Monocle? Okay.
A monocle.
All right.
It's like a goggle, but only one.
That's good.
It derives from the words mono, meaning one, and goggle, meaning goggle.
It's the steampunk version of a monocle.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go, exactly. Excellent. And what I must know, what does this amazing character sound or look like to go with that amazing voice, JB?
Lord Roland Belrand Dan Cadrill is a 6'7" human with a completely smooth head, shaved face, though there's some like 5 o'clock stubble, shaved head, and he's wearing a very fancy hat with a feather in it. And he has the, what do you call them, Katie? The frill things on the neck?
Jacobean ruff?
Yes, he has a very pronounced ruff around his neck. And below that, he's wearing heavy armor and is covered in little scraps of very pristine silk. He is hugely fat, a very, very fat man. But he also carries a shield, a pike, and a warhammer with him.
Oh my god.
So he rattles and clacks around everywhere that he walks, standing feet over all of these companions. He just kind of peers out with these squinty, displeased eyes and surveys everything that's around, almost as though he feels he should not be delegated to these low tasks, but accepts it.
Excellent.
Melody is hiding in your shadow at all times.
That is perfectly fine. There's plenty of room.
She's like, I feel safe here.
Oh god, I love this crew.
Canonically, Roland's eyes are exactly like Celeste's.
Oh.
Yep.
It's me.
I love it. That's gonna be our when we do a maiden trivia night.
What do the characters smell like? That's pretty like new. Asking the important
Vanilla.
questions.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Vanilla hand lotion. Is
Sand-
what Roland would smell like.
Tobacco and sandalwood.
Sea salt and weed.
Yeah.
So mostly weed.
Cookies and
Wood,
wine.
metal, and grease.
Whoa.
Mhm.
So many smells.
And we're an aromatic.
Truly
They smell us before they see us.
That's how they know we're on the move.
a unique potpourri. So as this wafts over Captain Zodge, after it catches his attention after he finishes punching this like poor old woman who's carrying a sack of all of her belongings.
Oh, Calvin is conflicted.
And he turns to all of you and sees you all have a mixed set of expressions on your face and says, "Well, you must be the new recruits. I take it."
Yes.
Yes, my
Yes.
lord.
I'm gonna look over my left shoulder, look over my right, and go, I guess.
Yeah, well, you see, the refugee crisis has stoked some fears in Baldur's Gate that our lovely city might fall to the same fate as El Terrell. Which of course is just a shithole in the ground. But our Grand Duke, older Ravengard, was visiting that place on a mission, and the city happened to be destroyed. I think there's something to that there. But anyway, so as you might have heard, there's been just a load of murdering sprees going around the city since some cultists have taken it as an opportune time while the city's in the throes of chaos to, sate their god's obsession. And we're dealing with some hell riders, some fucking shit cops from El Terrell who are all high and mighty. We gotta deal with that, so we need you to figure out what's going behind all these murders and sussing out that hole of cultists and dealing with them with whatever means you see necessary.
Which cult? Melody seems interested for the first time.
Oh, you don't say. Oh, yes. Baldur's Gate has been long plagued by the followers of the Dead Three, the gods Bane, Fall, and Merkel.
Yeah.
And I thought we had wiped them out, but I guess not. And so these mongers of fear and death are taking advantage of our current crisis. And
Was that
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
was that lady that you punched a cultist?
She sure was.
Oh, okay. Good thing you punched her.
Yeah.
Melody hides a smile.
And if you, as my appointed deputies on this situation, if you manage to deal with this rat nest, I will pay each of you 200 gold pieces.
Great. All right. Just tell us where to go. Oh no! I think they froze. Nuts. Sorry, everybody.
Well,
it looks like Sage and Paul.
and of course-
Oh, there we go. Nope.
Oh,
Now we're back.
All
right.
Back now.
All right. So as he says, if you take care of this rat nest for me, I'll pay you 200 gold pieces, and of course you'll have my gratitude, which is worth far more.
He's oscillating
Sure.
between Southern and John Wayne, and I love it.
All right.
Sage
Well,
is great at voices.
That sounds perfect for me as well.
absolutely.
Kind of look at Malady and nod.
Yeah, just point the way. We get this done. We'll be back to you as fast as possible. Can we keep whatever we find there? Is that just
Yeah, sure. Not any of my business.
excellent? Well,
Well,
you have a great
Finders
day.
keepers.
Yeah, so if you head on over to the Elf Song Tavern, and he points a little bit down the street, you'll find a lady named Tarina there, and she'll have some information for you.
Well, this
What's
has
she
been a
look like?
pleasure.
And he hands each of you a copper badge that signifies that you are a deputy of the Flaming Fist.
Oh, I'm gonna write that in my inventory.
I
Me
look at it
too.
with disgust. I'm sorry. Do you expect us to wear these?
I mean, you don't have to wear it, but you should keep it on your person. And it will be important to note to Tarina that you are working with me. So this will be a proof of that. She is a skeptical individual, I guess you could say.
Kaylee already has hers on, and she's like shining it a little bit, and she's like, "Let's go, team."
Calvin's pulled out some scrap leather and is making a little like pocket for it so he can like flip it open whenever he sees people. And then he like, tucks it into one of his fanny packs.
I look way up at Roland. What is he doing?
He's holding it between his pointer finger and thumb. These things tarnish easily. I'll just leave it in a bag. He just kind of throws it in his pocket unceremoniously, like, trash.
I nod approvingly and do very much the same.
I would hope they would not turn me away. Do they know who I am? Kind of thing.
Anything else, or can we leave?
No, that'll be it. And he turns around immediately, summons his group of ruffians, and they begin striding down the street.
Happy fighting!
I flourish my hat and do a little bow before turning towards the tavern.
Excellent. So right now it's probably about, like 2 or 3 p.m. So it's getting a little bit later in the day as you make your way over to the tavern. And so I came up with this description. It's not from the book, but if anyone knows where this description is from, you will get a point of inspiration. But anyway, so we stride over to the Elf Song Tavern.
Yep.
All right. Drawn by a haunting voice, you come to the Elf Song Tavern. It's a small place filled with a motley assortment. You get inspiration.
Hell yeah! I played the shit out of that game.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. It is a small place filled with a motley assortment of patrons and grisly trophies. There, the haunting voice is all around you, and the patrons are silent as the song washes over them. One by one, they all seem lost in its call.
If we're about to fight giant rats in the basement, I'm walking out.
It's destiny.
Oh my god, I specifically looked up someone playing this game so I could write down the description from the game.
Yay!
I played it so many hours of that game.
Yep.
Yes. So you walk in, as taverns go in Baldur's Gate, everyone is armed to the teeth. That is a very common thing, as taverns are seen as these seedy places where only, miscreants hang out. So everyone is always packing heat. And this is basically just like a shitty wooden dive bar. The tables are kind of have holes in them. They look kind of moldy. It smells kind of dank. And when you come in, you immediately see like 4 tables that are just like lazily scattered throughout the room. A very small bar with a woman behind it polishing glasses. And then off to the left side are these 3 booths for more private sitting. You can see that basically to the right and behind you, there's a private dining room. And you see that there are stairs that go up towards a 2nd floor.
Are any of you familiar with this Tyrene character?
No. Haven't met her.
Oh, are you all new to the city as well?
Just got here.
No, but anyone who travels with the Flaming Fist isn't exactly in my circles.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I grew up in a different part of the city.
What does that mean? Melody's like to Roland. Oh no.
Oh.
You are not beating old women at the gate.
Yeah.
I assumed that you weren't mixed in with the Flaming Fist.
Okay.
He's just kind of looking at you like
Looking up. All right. Is there anyone who looks like it might be somebody named Talene around here? Any women? Any women?
As you're looking around,
you're
looking around, Lord Roland screams out, Tyrina! Where is this Tyrina? I'm looking for her.
Asshole! What the fuck?
So you see, there's like a small halfling woman with this huge scar across her eyes who is flipping a coin in the corner.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there's this very busty woman standing behind the bar, and there's like this old drunken human man who's just like slooped, passed out, and snoring on the table. So everyone who's like conscious kind of immediately like slowly turns and looks at you. Roland, like
my hands are on my hips. Tyrina!
I'm trying to disappear under a table. I hate it. No.
You see the very this blonde woman who's standing behind the bar, and she says, she's upstairs, I believe, playing round of Baldur's Bones.
Perfect. I shall accompany her.
Yeah, she's got dark hair, and she's wearing a scarf on her head. And yeah, you shouldn't miss her.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Can I have some beer, please? God, just anything. Thank you.
Oh yeah, sure. I don't worry, sweetheart. I got you. And she grabs a mug and pours you a nice dark stout and passes it off to you.
One for me too, please. It's about quarter o'clock.
Oh yeah, of course, honey. And she pours one for you as well.
Kaylee kind of like climbs up a bar stool and like gets up there, and she's like, "Wine, please, good lady."
Oh, do you like white wine or red wine?
I like whatever you have that's better, because sometimes you just got to pick what's best when you go places.
Oh, I definitely respect that. And she grabs a nice Chardonnay bottle that has had a frost spell on it, so it's chilled. And she
Whoa.
puts it in the glass.
You have fine tastes. I give her like some coppers.
I mean, we don't have much here at the Elf Song Tavern, but we like to where we can't treat our customers in comfort. We like to treat them with taste.
You do a great job.
Calvin
She slurps.
awkwardly walks over. It's like, oh yeah, I would like a beer as well, please.
Oh, of course, Shug. Let me get you that. And she pours you a glass.
Melody is staring at all of you, like if you just so. Oh God, she's hunched over, like trying to pretend she doesn't exist right now.
Roland's halfway up the staircase.
Oh, Calvin runs after.
Stairs, give it locked.
Kaylee jumps down and she like scurries up the stairs.
Don't rush on my account, please.
I will slink up behind everybody else, holding my beer mug.
Right. So the stairs open up onto this big common room that has these two large wooden tables that sit about 8 people each, and you see at these two tables are different games of what's called Baldur's Bones. So they're playing a dice game, and they're passing in. They've got their piles of coins in front of them. All you see on all the walls, you see 3 doors on like the northern wall, and a couple doors on the southern wall that are both closed. And you see one door that's also closed to the far side of the room. But you see, indeed, at one table that's got 2 seats open, is a dark-haired woman with a scarf over her head who matches the description that the bartender gave you.
I think that's her.
Keen eye.
As you say, I think that's her. You see her slowly turn her head over her shoulders to face you. Can I help you?
Kaylee once again rubs her little flaming fist medallion. She's like, "Why, yes, I think you can, ma'am."
Oh, I mean, we're just having a game of dice, so there's no trouble here.
Trouble?
I mean, what? You know, it's a band of mercenaries just coming in, you're just striding in here like you own the place. What business do you have with me?
I think she's talking about you. And he looks up at Roland.
What? Yes. Greetings, my lady. He pulls his hat off and bows as low as he can without anything kind of falling off his back, you know? And he says, "We have been sent to speak with you by Captain Zodge. He says that you could aim us in a direction where we might be helpful to the city. I thought it best not to tally."
Oh, okay, yes, yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, Zodge and I go way back. So if I tell you where you need to go, will you do something for me in return?
Depends what it is.
Mm.
I do that face where I'm like, mm-hmm.
Well, see,
Zero chill.
I've recently have been relieved of my position on the ship that I was sailing on, and so I've got the feeling that they're gonna come here and try and kill me. You know, it wasn't just enough that I got fired, but now these people are gonna come and kill me. And if you all stay and help me fend them off, I will gladly tell you whatever it is you need to know.
That sounds terrible. Wait, so they're firing you and then they're gonna try and kill you?
As if it wasn't enough.
It is a right to work city.
In this economy too, no one's allowed to leave. We can do our trading. I just
you know, you think they would have just killed you instead of firing you first and then kind of
Right?
killed two birds with one stone, huh?
Yeah,
They must have changed their mind.
I sure would love to hear that story.
Oh, yeah, gladly.
About why you were fired and then gonna get killed?
I mean, well, and she motions to the two empty seats that are to her left, and she says, "Well, if you want to sit down and have a game of Baldur's Bones, I've heard from some sources that they'll be here tonight, so, you might as well enjoy the time."
Melody's ass is in that chair immediately as soon as she's invited to gamble.
Oh, great!
If Malady doesn't... It's hard to size you up this quickly, but Roland will offer kindly 5 gold coins for you to gamble with.
Oh.
If that would not insult you. He's had more time than I have.
Yeah. She gives you a sickly sweet smile and will absolutely take your money. That's so kind of you. Thank you. You're not expecting this to come back, right? I mean, I'll double it. No problem. But just so we're clear.
Oh no, it's yours. Please.
Wonderful. And I'm gonna slap a big old bet down on the table.
Nice. Yeah, it's a gold piece buy-in. They give you some change. Break it down into coppers and silvers for you. What are the rest of you doing?
Wants to watch this game first. He wants to learn how it works before he's like jumps in all gung-ho. He's out of his element.
Is this the first time Calvin has been in a tavern?
No, but this is probably the most amount of time he's spent in a tavern without like his dad or a client, and yeah, eating food, like having a meal.
Ooh, we're getting some Frieza over there. Yeah, no, Melody's always happy to take your money,
Rover.
Roland. Don't worry. Sorry, y'all froze for a little bit there.
Oh,
Nope.
sorry. But yeah, so this is the most substantial amount of time that Calvin has spent in a tavern.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. Malady would like to play. She would like to play to win, and she would like to cheat. So here we go.
Perfect.
I think
All right.
Kaylee goes to go get like a pitcher from downstairs.
Yeah, get around. Get another round.
Yeah, as you go down, you see that oh god, Hierophant,
Heronius.
Heronius. I was like, damn it, Heronius. Yeah, still at the bar.
I'll put it in the Zoom if that helps. Yeah, Heronius is still down at the bar. He's just been chatting up the barmaid, like, yeah, do you have a break coming up anytime soon? I got this little guy here needs a little help finishing off.
He's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't really get breaks, but I mean, we can step out for a minute.
Yeah.
You learn that her name is Aelith Alundra.
Well, that's a beautiful name.
And she's got these like big, like blue eyes and this hair, that blonde hair that's pulled back in a ponytail. And she's wearing this blue off the shoulder blouse that's being like brought together by this brown waist cincher and these big bellowing like brown and blue skirts.
My goodness. You're just a breath of fresh air.
Oh, you stop it. You're too sweet.
You look perfectly dressed to go sailing on a daytime picnic on a boat. You ever been on a ship?
Oh, no, I haven't, but that sounds so romantic.
I'll take you to the sea anytime.
Oh, you just gonna steal my heart away. And she like boops your nose with one finger.
Oh, I could never be so cruel.
Oh my god. Smoothie.
I think Kaylee sees all this going on and she just kind of like crawls back up onto the stool and like puts down a gold piece and just like reaches over and grabs like a tray with like cups and a big pitcher, and she's like,
Yes.
Let me know if anyone needs me.
I think she does. And just skitters upstairs again.
And Elizabeth, she's like standing really close to you and does a thing where like her hand just like accidentally grazes against your hand.
My. Feels like you've never worked a day in your life. You've got about the softest skin I've ever felt.
Holds her hand over her face and is just blushing bright. Oh my goodness. Yes, stop. You were just a naughty boy. The Melody.
Playing to win.
Playing to win. So
It's happening on the first floor and on the second floor.
yeah.
Kaylee takes a second as she lingers at the stairs, like watching them, then is like, oh, goes upstairs.
All right, so the way that Baldur's Bones works, it's very similar to Blackjack, but what you're going to do is instead of using cards, you're going to need a bunch of six-sided dice.
Luckily, I have some.
Oh, yes!
When you say a bunch, how many is a bunch?
Probably like five or six.
Oh, okay.
Probably be good. So everyone agrees to, you ante up, which is 10 copper.
Okay.
And then everyone rolls 3 six-sided dice.
Okay. I would like to cheat, to try and like roll better.
Yeah, for sure. Make a sleight of hand check.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm very happy that this is the first roll, and I hope this bodes well for me. Okay, that'll be a 17.
All right. Yeah. So you think you've got the touch.
Okay. All right.
All right. So you total that up, and then all the people will go around in the table and say either stand or roll. So you're trying to get to 21, but not over. You can either, if you with 3 6s and you're at an 18, you can stand. Or you can roll, in which you take another d6 and you roll it and you add it to your total.
Okay. All right. So I got 19 on mine.
Yeah. Would you like to stand or roll?
Well, it's only to 21, right?
Yeah.
Then I will stand. But could I have cheated to make that a 20 instead of 19?
With 3d6s, you can roll a max of 18. If you get 3 6s.
Yeah. Oh no. I want to stand, but on my cheating, since I did so well, could I have made like one of my dice that rolled a 1? Like,
oh yeah.
making
yeah,
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
all right. So my total comes to 20 then, with my cheating.
How do you have a 20 with 3d6s?
Oh, sorry. I rolled 5 dice.
Cheating while you cheat.
Okay. All right. So my first 3. So okay, I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 1 for my first 3. So I'm gonna have that 1 be a 6.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. I understand now what's happening. Ooh.
All right. Perfect.
So I can roll 1 more dice.
Yes. So you have what, 17?
Yeah. So yeah, fuck. I'm gonna roll. Hell yeah.
Odds are on your side.
Okay. All right. So I'm at 20. I rolled a 4.
Nice. The other two people between you and Tarina both stand at a 16 and a 17. Tarina, she goes and she rolls. And she gets a oh my god, where are you? She gets a 15, so she chooses to roll as well. It's not a d6. There we are. And she only gets an 18, so you win this round.
Hell yeah. Because I'm the best. And Malady all of a sudden looks a lot more lively and engaged than she has been at all. And she's like pounded back her drink and like excited and rolling dice around and doing some like hand tricks.
Oh yeah. You wanna do another round?
Hell yeah.
Alright. Roll your 3d6.
I understand how it works now.
Kaylee comes around and she's just like topping off things.
All right, so then I only got a 9. Can I try and cheat again and turn my 1 into a 6?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a not natural 20. I get a +5 to sleight of hand, everybody. I'm very excited.
Yeah, so you go and you throw your dice and you just flick your hand at just the right angle so that the last one spins and falls with the 6 up. You're like, oh, look at that!
Weird.
Do you see, as it lands, you catch Tarina's glance.
Mm-hmm. She checking me out? What?
You get that feeling.
Oh. I'm very involved in my game. I'm gonna go ahead and roll again.
Nice.
Okay, so I got a 5, so that brings me up to 19 again.
So the person that's immediately to your left, he ends up busting, and then the other person, he stands at 17. You see Tarina cast her dice, and she gets an 18. And she shrugs slyly. She's like, oh, what the hell? And she tosses another one. And it comes up a 3. She's like, oh!
Oh.
Look at that!
Oh. I see.
Calvin has been taking notes the entire time and is like, wow, that's statistically unlikely. Okay, this is a great game. Can we go again?
Malady's like eyes narrow and she gets sort of like frosty and she's like, I need a refill. I'll be back.
Oh, take your time. We'll wait. We'll just all throw in our Annies.
Mm-hmm. And Malady is just like, cheating, goddamn. Like, she like walks out of the room and goes to refill her beer.
She walks right past Kaylee with her thing. She's like, oh.
It's more for the exit.
Calvin speaks up at the break in the game and says, so, I mean, I really would like to hear that story about why you got fired, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, I mean, yes, of course. Well, you see, I was working on a ship where we do a great amount of commerce for the city of Baldur's Gate. The ship was called the Uncivil Serpent, and the captain of the ship, he just had absolutely unfair practices. We worked day and night without food, without water, without breaks, and so naturally I spoke up and rallied my fellow folk around me to take these grievances to him, because they were just so heinous, how he treated us, and of course he railed against me, and then he turned everyone else against me, and so as soon as we made birth here again in Baldur's Gate, they said I was fired. And now I've heard that they're going to kill me because he's bearing a grudge.
So wait, so you worked on the ship but you weren't fed? Or were you or paid?
I mean, we were paid.
Oh.
Fortunately. Otherwise I wouldn't be here gambling. I wouldn't have money to get, but we were not fed. And we were beaten. It was terrible.
Jeez. Yeah, that why'd you take that job?
I didn't know.
Yeah, sometimes jobs can be surprising. I didn't think I'd see an old lady beat up by my boss my first day on the job.
How awful.
For real.
It's okay. She was a cultist.
Yeah. Are we sure about that?
That's what he said.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway.
Am I believing what Tyrene is throwing out about the working conditions on the ship and why they're going to kill her?
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Poor sweet baby Calvin.
Yeah, that's not his strong point.
22, 18 plus 4.
Oh no, she is full of shit. You're 100% sure that she was a pirate and led a mutiny.
Yeah. So I'm going to let Calvin run interference for a second, and I'll walk over to Kaylee and I'll lean way down and I'll say,
I believe this woman is telling falsehoods. More than likely some kind of pirate or brigand.
Oh my gosh. She lied right to her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has loaded dice.
Oh, boy.
You appear out of the shadows. Well, we definitely shouldn't help her then. If that's, I trust you. I just met her.
I would not kill for this person, but perhaps we can talk our way out of this.
But wait, if we kill for her, we get paid.
Oh, where did you come from? Hello.
I
You
scold.
frightened me.
That's what I do. I'm sipping on my new full mug of beer, like.
Well, I mean, she knows where the cultists are, right? So we got to get that information from her. But if she's a pirate, we need to turn her into the authorities. Are we the authority?
We are. We could take her in chains right now.
Do you have chains?
Yes.
Okay, is Melody actually here? This is
yes,
unacceptable.
you have to.
Yeah, I'm here now. I'm looking, my jaw kind of looks up. I was like, okay, you really are new to Baldur's Gate, aren't you? Everybody, is that everybody here? This is sort of how it works. Listen, we just need to keep our heads down, get this done, do whatever she needs, get the information, and get out of here. Bringing her anywhere in chains is not going to solve literally anything.
So you would fight other pirates for this one?
Sure, why not? Pirates suck.
Because
but this one's on our side.
There are multiples of them, and only one of her. So my fear was that they would come en masse, and we could get murdered on our first day here.
I mean, you look more than capable of handling yourself. I think you got this.
I am
I'm
also
gonna slap you
what
with your
we
arm.
call level 1 and have 8 hit points. And a stiff breeze could kill me, as with all of us.
Okay.
On the other hand, I think I'd rather punch multiple pirates than just one pirate. That would probably make me feel better.
I mean, there are a lot of us, and we've all, I'm sure, have something up our sleeve. Plus, if we're fighting here, we've sort of got the home field advantage.
All right, I concede. But if this turns around, just remember, I tried.
Sure.
I will remember
We shall
that.
fight the pirates for the pirate cheetah. Ha! Perfect.
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
This place is interesting.
I'll say,
Mistress Tyrene. Tyrena.
Oh, wait. Before, while Calvin was chatting her up, I would like to segue that into the cult and try and persuade to let her spill that information, basically. So
Make a persuasion.
Perf.
Irina.
Yeah.
Tyrene.
Ow.
I've been playing a lot of
Like
Borderlands
butts,
3. Okay.
So that's only an 11.
Yeah, so how do you try to get her to spill the tea?
So we're talking about how rough first days on the job were, and you find out all these things that aren't good. And then this is just what we gotta do. Like, obviously we're here, my friend is gambling, like, we're gonna be here all night, so why don't you just tell me a little bit more about this cult. You don't have to tell me everything, but I want her to tell me everything.
So yeah, she follows along with you, and she's like, yes, the cult of the dead 3, they're terrible. I'm sure you've read in newspapers about all the murders that have just been happening in broad daylight in the city. They're just rampant. And she just keeps kind of just leading you on in this circular fashion of just saying the same 3 things like over and over again.
And Calvin does not catch on to that before. Lord
Con
Wolf
artists
comes back in. Calvin's like, oh yeah, and then he starts saying the same 3 things. And
Meanwhile, Aelith has led Heronius slowly over and towards the side alley. And she's just been like, pulls out a rolled cigarette from her bra and is just like, oh, the bar practically just watches itself. I mean, what,
Everyone in there seemed happy and healthy and occupied in their own business, so
I don't know about healthy, but
you deserve a break.
I do. I work so hard. Alan doesn't appreciate what I do for this place. I'm the reason anyone comes here.
Oh, Alan, is he the owner?
Yes, he's the owner of the tavern currently.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you're ever looking to break free, my suggestion is to take to the sea.
Oh, that's so cute. That rhymes.
Kind of my favorite phrase.
Oh, spectacular.
Mind if I light my end with your end?
Oh, who doesn't enjoy little pussy?
I can't even say it. It's just an excuse to get like a little bit closer and closer to her.
Yeah, and she definitely you feel her hand grab your butt just a little bit.
Oh, it's over then. He like pushes her up against the wall and is like, I'm making sure. Not trying to force myself on a beautiful woman, but you are beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, she's super into it.
All right,
now
let's do
it's
this.
a Venture Maidens stream.
Oh boy, it's getting hot in hell.
Some sweet alley love making.
So you go for round 3 with Tarina.
Fuck, sure, whatever. I would like to palm out my loaded dice for the dice I'm rolling.
All right.
My charlatan background loaded dice, which almost never comes up, and here we are.
All right. I'll say if you're generally like doing a maneuver, some loaded dice, I would say roll a percentile for me because there is still random chance involved. But
Okay.
if you roll anything higher than 10, you can have them come up 6s.
Okay, 47.
Yeah. So you.
Oh! You know, I really needed that drink to get my luck streak going again. I'm gonna look at her.
And she's like, "Oh, sometimes you just have to walk away and come back afresh." And yeah, so you can definitely take this round's pot as you roll perfectly.
Huh? Weird.
Yeah, our Lady Alitamara is a fickle patron.
Indeed. Yeah, and I'm happy to. I'll keep going back and forth a few rounds if we just want to. Segue till Melody is perfectly happy to roll dice that she perfectly well knows are loaded on 2 sides of this table over and over again, just to prove a point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely say throughout all of your gambling, you earn 5 gold pieces worth at the end.
I'm up 10 gold pieces. This is a good day for Melody.
Meanwhile, as the other 3 are sitting there, Kaylee's just kind of like, so, you know how you haven't seen Heronius for a while?
You hear some weird yelps coming from outside. You don't know what's happening.
You hear pounding against one of the walls.
Is that a seagull?
I think it might be possums in the dumpster.
Kaylee just laughs. She's like, it's not.
Oh, gross. In the alley?
Yeah. No, that seems like a dirty place.
Note to self. You 2 are not my wingmen.
Can you imagine the grime that would accumulate in the folds while that was transpiring? Never.
God, I just got such a visceral feeling from that.
You're welcome.
Oh, these poor boys haven't lived.
Lose traction in the slop that accumulates between the buildings. It would be a health hazard all around.
You have an exceptional choice in words. Has anyone ever told you that?
Every day.
Oh, good God. And it is at this point at which you see 8 humans saunter into this tavern. The leader is a brawny man with a cloudy right eye, a cruel sneer, and a pirate swagger.
Okay.
The others are as unsavory, and they're a rowdy bunch who act as if they own the place. "We're looking for a friend of ours," you hear the one with the cloudy eye call out. He sniffs the air. Goes by the name of Tarina, or so I'm told. She loves to cheat at Baldur's Bones.
Yeah.
I think I heard of that person. I think she was over at the Dwarven Ballad Tavern. I bet if you go over there, you could find her. She took my money earlier tonight.
He stares you down with his one good eye.
Oh, creepy.
And he sniffs the air again. And he says, nope. I'm pretty sure she's here. Tarina, come on out, girl.
I'm gonna, like, if I hear this, am I sitting by her and do I hear this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna, like, be like, go, hide.
And she, like, looks around, and she immediately scurries into the room that was across from the stairs, and you see her sneak in there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was. I lost my money at the Dwarven Ballad, not the Elf Song. You could get confused. Like, I totally get it. Baldur's Gate. It's lots of taverns named after races and song types.
As a sidebar, sorry, real quick. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor, just real quick. No worries.
Kaylee's
sure.
just like, yeah, and they've got much better ale there, so win-win.
I was super depressed. I couldn't buy any because that bitch Tyrina took all my money at the Dwarven Ballad earlier.
What do you have in protecting a woman like that?
I'm not protecting. I'm telling you exactly where to find her.
I can
Very persuasively, maybe. Nope. That's a 3.
I
So,
can
yeah.
see you're full of shit. Now, if you would just do me the favor and just hand her over, we will get out of all of you lovely people's way.
I mean, look around. I don't see her here. She's not in any of my pockets.
So
He's got so many. So
you've been like calling out over the balcony that like overlooks the first floor from the second floor, and you see them now as they all start to wind up the stairs and come up towards the second room. And they immediately go and like flip over the other table where you all have been sitting and like knock over chairs. And you see Deadeye, he motions to the other door and says, start searching the room. She's got to be in here.
Huh. I'm gonna go ahead and try and cast Charm Person on the captain.
Okay.
I'm like sitting. That's
Very
how I
trans-
catch.
Verbal components.
Yeah. So I'm sitting at the table still, kind of rolling my dice back and forth, and I just quietly look up and I say, "Hey, what's your name?" I want to cast Charm Person.
Yeah, all right. Let's see it.
Okay.
What do I have to?
Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Well, that is a hot 7.
Awesome. Cool. What's your name?
And all of a sudden, as you ask him this, and he looks at you, and he kind of perks his head a little bit, and his gaze softens a little bit, and you see, my name's Leckard, but most folks call me Deadeye, and he taps his right eye on a count of the eye.
Listen, Deadeye. This woman, she's a good friend of mine, and I think that, given a little time, you can also come to be good friends with her. I don't think we need any violence here today.
And he seriously mulls this over in his head, and he nods in agreement. He's like, yeah, she didn't steal that much anyway. It's not really worth our time. And
How much did she steal from you?
Oh, she stole about 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, somebody, a talented pirate like yourself, can make that back in absolutely no time. I think maybe you should just, move on from this. Let her be. Go back to your business. I mean, you need to get back out there and make that money, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, there are always other jobs. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
well,
she's not worth your time. We'll handle her. You should be on your way.
Yes. And he gestures to all of his other cronies. He's like, let's go just get a drink. And they're like, You hear this low chorus of grumbles as they're like, what the hell just happened? And they just go and, slowly trot out the bar. And Heronius, you see these like group of people walk out slowly as you and Aelith are finishing pulling up pants and fixing hair.
I'm gonna throw a pouty look to Roland and be like, there, no fighting. See,
much cleaner.
Way better at that than I was.
You're so impressive.
Malady will like kind of sink down in her chair and sort of like uncomfortably wear the compliment.
High five.
No.
Oh.
I won't leave a fellow man hanging.
And Calvin hops a little bit.
Dig it. Excellent.
You can come out.
So she like sheepishly pokes her head from behind the door and double checks to make sure the coast is clear and steps out, and she says, that went a lot better than I thought it would. You seem to have a certain way about you. And she looks at Malady with a knowing eye.
What does that mean? Do I have to make an insight check, or like as like one rogue to another, or like what?
Yeah.
Got it.
Like one.
Like we've been around.
Charlotte two into another. She game respect game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I'll give a little nod. Yeah.
She's like, well, I sincerely owe my life to you, and please let me get your rooms here tonight at the inn as a debt for my gratitude, and I'll be happy to tell you anything about whatever it is you needed to know.
I think it's still early in the day. If we can get this cult business figured out, that would be great.
And she motions you all to one of the rooms that is on the southern wall. And it is this really beautiful guest suite. It's got this huge bed with this wrought iron frame that's got it's a canopy bed. And it has this white gossamer mosquito net that drapes just so elegantly over this bed with a big chest that's right in front of the bed and a wardrobe. And she says, so the dead three. So, of course, evil cult, worship gods of death, all terrible things. They have been heard coming in and out of a bathhouse known as the Smiling Nymph. It's not too far from here. That's what I've heard. It's to be rumored to be their headquarters.
Smiling Nymph bathhouse. That sounds like a great place.
I'd go there.
Can't wait to check it out.
Hell yeah, I got a gift card. Let's go.
Sounds like your kind of spot, Heronius.
I know.
Seriously.
I
That's got 20% CBD.
Probably been there a few times already.
I kind of nudge Kaylee and point my chin towards the bed.
Now that is somewhere I might throw down instead of an alley.
You are one classy dude.
Kaylee's so cute.
Are sparks flying?
Oh, what an odd couple. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody do ships. Who's on what ship?
I'm on all the ships. Let's just all get in the bed.
I prefer women who are taller than me.
Oh shit! Well,
That really
6'8". 6'8"
I met a
or
Goliath
above.
once. You might like her.
Dragonborn, Goliath.
Furbolg.
yep.
Oh,
She'll keep you warm at night. Nice blue and fuzzy.
like sleeping next to a bat.
Oh, anyway.
Smiling Nymph Bathhouse.
Smiling Nymph.
Cultist headquarters. Got it.
Now, did all of the pirates vacate the vicinity? Like,
Yeah,
completely?
they all left as a group.
Okay.
There are still other miscreants here, though.
It's Baldur's
Other
Gate.
than
There are
us.
miscreants everywhere.
It's made of them. It's miscreants all the way down.
Okay.
Anything else helpful you might know? Any passwords or anything to get inside? Or
No, I mean, it apparently leads to some kind of dungeon that's underneath the bathhouse. So I'm sure there's like a secret door. I don't know, pull a nymph arm or something.
cute.
Okay.
Nymph arm. Got it. Underline.
Well, Melody's gonna look at all of you. I'm sorry, I don't think I know what any of you are named, other than Roland, who keeps introducing himself.
It's the polite thing to do.
You, fireman, what?
Oh, Calvin. Sorry
Ah.
about that. Calvin of Coleridge's Contraptionarium.
And, she, like, waves a hand at Kaylee. Helpful
I'm
beer.
Kaylee. Nice to meet you. And she sticks out her hand to shake hers.
No.
Okay,
You
maybe
can-
later.
You can call me M.
M? You're so mysterious. Is that what it stands for? M for mysterious?
Sure.
Cool.
And at this point, Aelith is leading Heronius back into the bar, and she pours you another drink, and she's just like running her fingers over the rim of a glass, like laughing at everything you say and smiling.
Yeah, he's just kicking it with her now. They're chatting up and he's like waiting. It's like, man, these people sure take their time.
Hey, you, with the hair, are you ready to go? We've got what we need.
Oh, where are we headed?
The Smiling Nymph bathhouse. You
Yeah,
probably know it.
sure do. Okay. Well, he like puts a hand out to Aelith's face and like kind of like strokes her cheek and chin a little bit. He's like, well, it's not often that I come across beauty such as yours, but I'm very lucky to have spent even a moment of your time. Now, here's something to remember me by. And he takes off a charm from his hair and like gives it to her and pays for the drinks and all that stuff.
She blows a kiss at you, and she pushes your money away. And she's like, "Your money's no good here."
Oh boy.
I'll be coming back for you, darling.
And she like waves.
Oh my god. There's always
All
one
right.
at every party.
Gotta have one. Normally it's you, Celeste.
What? Me? It's you in Venture Maidens.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, you're the storyteller. You can't be trying to get with yourself all the time. That would be weird.
That would be weird. Anyway.
Yes. So Heronius is able to easily guide you all through the streets of Baldur's Gate. Just a couple of blocks north from here is the public bathhouse known as the Smiling Nymph.
Mhm.
You see, it's a one-story stuccoed building with stained glass windows and clay roof tiles. 10-foot tall walls enclose a large courtyard outside the southeast corner of the building. The wooden doors to the courtyard are engraved with images of smiling nymphs dancing and frolicking in water. And Heronius, as you've frequented here before, you know that the bathhouse is open from sun up until midnight, and people are able to just freely go in and out as they choose. Yeah. So you know that the doors won't be locked, and you can just stride on in.
Calvin,
And he does so.
Calvin examines all of the nymph arms as they're walking. Checks them out. So he's just like, no, there's no hinges on that one. No, that, maybe it's just, no, okay. And yeah.
Nice.
To the doors.
All right, so you get led into this wonderful courtyard that has, that's L-shaped, and it features a trimmed lawn and nicely manicured shrubbery. The yard is decorated with white marble benches and stone fountains, each of them, of course, displaying a smiling nymph pouring a pitcher of water into the fountain base.
Oh, there's so many arms.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, did you count how many? How many are there?
I don't know. It's going to take a second.
There are only 3 fountains, fortunately, so you can check.
And there's only one nymph on each one?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. There's not that many nymphs then. Okay.
I believe the number is 6.
You're correct.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right. Sorry. First day jitters. Okay, we got this.
You're doing great.
Oh, thanks. You too.
Thank you.
We're making a great team.
I think we're amazing. Let us proceed in.
And so, Melody,
Yeah.
as the group of you begin walking towards the door, after you say you go in, you go up, and then to the left is a door.
I hate everything, by the way. All of this decor. It's awful.
Oh my god, it's very Hellenic. As you pass the last fountain to your right before you step into the door, you feel a sudden jolt in here, chittering, wild chittering from your bag.
Oh,
as
dear.
you pass by this fountain, and you feel your little friend.
God. Okay. I'm gonna reach back and open up my bag.
Oh, it's not the pipes.
No, you all don't see anything. You see something climbs out of my bag, like the bag compresses and like shifts, and you hear a little bounding sound as something is running.
Hey, whoa, your bag is freaking out.
No, it's not. It's just,
The thing in the bag is freaking out then?
it's not in the bag anymore. Just check
It's like
it out.
it's sitting perched on your shoulder, like a little capuchin monkey, and it's like.
Is it a monkey?
No, it's oh god. It's invisible, so it's just it's Waldo.
Where is he?
He's here. What?
Dangerous and deadly cult. Maybe aim that way. Everyone has secrets.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Waldo up and kind of like throw him like in that direction and be like,
Yeah.
"What do you want?"
Yeah, and he starts pointing to something as if.
Oh, he
Something
can
is-
he can speak Infernal, so we can actually talk
Oh, yeah.
to each other in that devil talk.
Yeah, and so he tells you, there's another imp sitting, also invisible, on the fountain. It's a spy.
Can we all hear him?
You can hear him making these like horrible chittering noises.
I speak Infernal.
Oh,
Me
yes,
too.
you. Oh, yes. Then both of you understand him.
Oh, there's another imp right there. Can I reach out with my mage hand and pick up the invisible ink? Like try and pick up what he's
Yeah, make a sleight of hand.
Okay. Yeah, it's my turn to be a wizard and be like, how many things can't do with mage hand? Okay, 14?
So you're trying to pick up like where he's pointing, but you think it must be like evading your grasp because you can't quite get it.
Okay,
Oh,
well, there's an
Wait,
imp.
hang on. I
sitting-
can help.
Okay.
And he reaches in one of his apron pockets and he pulls on a glove that has some runes and inscription all over the palm and on the back of it. And he puts the glove on, and then a hand pops out from the glove. And so he's casting his own mage hand.
We're trying
mage hands.
We're trying to work
I hope
together.
they like awkwardly for a second. Like,
We hold hands
each
and we're
other.
like,
oh,
God.
Hold the arcade hand. So between the two of you, like fussing around, like you feel now something in between your mage hands that is like fighting and trying to like scurry away.
Okay, I'm gonna yell at it. I'm gonna ask it. I'm like, who are you working for?
Ah! No! Master! You're not my master! I gotta go!
I'll kill you if you don't tell me who your master is right now.
He's a Vanthamper.
What the hell is a
what?
vampire?
You would know that one of the dukes is Thalamra Vanthamper.
Oh, so that's like a fancy person name.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean he's one of the he's one of his men?
Son! Mortlock! Please don't hurt me!
Morlock?
Mortlock
Vanthamper.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
so the Duke has a son named Mortlock. Where is he?
Home! He's sick.
Why are you here?
I'm a spy.
For what? What are you spying on? Melody is like, she clearly hates whatever she's invisibly talking to.
And you know it looks like some alteration of what your familiar looks like.
I hate it. Ugh.
Yeah. He just wants to know what's going on.
Why?
In a bathhouse?
Well, what if...
Heronia's telling the truth. Like it be.
What have you learned while you've been here?
Bad people come here
Where do they go?
to the dungeon.
How do they get to the dungeon?
I don't know. I sit out here.
Where do they go before they go in the dungeon?
Through that door.
Okay. Okay. We got somewhere. All right, let's go. We've got to bring him with us though, right?
No, I don't go.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You're very small and we're very big, so yes, you go.
And he's even bigger. So you're talking to us. Be lucky. Thankful. That sounded tough, right?
He just like Tina's.
All right, good. Let's go.
Waldo, sick him. I want to give Waldo this little familiar to like
It's Waldo's
beat up
familiar.
and bitch around.
You see Waldo like take him by the hand and like pull him along.
Yeah, Waldo's a tough guy.
It's gonna be gremlin pit fights or something coming up. I don't. I'm into it actually. Now that let's go.
So you head inside the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we have you walk in and you see that the walls of this 20-foot high pillared chamber are adorned with frescoes of bathing royalty. Natural light streams through the stained glass windows, creating colorful patterns on the tiles of polished blue marble that cover the floor. 3 shallow sunken pools contain scintillating perfumed scented water. White marble benches bearing stacks of dry towels are situated near the pools, each of which comes equipped with a pair of brass faucets. And inside you see just a couple of people enjoying the afternoon, bathing casually, just going about their business.
Are there any smaller rooms off of this?
Yes, so there are 2 smaller rooms, one that's off to the north and one that's off to the south. You see the one off to the south has a plaque on it that says Yabaz, Jabaz, and that the northern one says... Where's her name? you see that the northern one just says Northern Massage Room.
I'm gonna whisper again to this little imp, like, "You sure you don't know which one?"
I just said outside. I've never been inside.
I'm gonna look at Waldo and just give him like a cuff him motion.
And you see him eagerly pick up both his hands and go and grab the other imp's hands.
Yep.
What? What in the hell is going on?
I'm
They've all
lost
been
too.
chittering and making the strangest noises.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so the thing that M's got in her bag, or had in her bag, there was another one outside, and that one's a spy for one of the rich families. So anyway, he's been keeping
Rich
an eye-
family?
Yeah.
What family?
The
Vanthampur. Vanthampurs.
The Vanthampur family.
Like
you-
his eyes narrow.
Do you know anything about them that might help?
Nobility should respect themselves better than to make deals with little devils and demons.
Hey,
Demons.
well, some of us don't have a choice, okay?
Are you nobility?
No, but I.
Then it's
Have-
fine.
Okay then.
Do what you must to survive. I will have a
Sure.
firm talking to with the Duke after we are done with this.
I'm sure that'll make him change his ways, buddy.
Her wave.
No, but it will
Their
at least,
ways.
it
Her
will
way.
at least give them a cuff on the head.
Okay, let's search both these rooms. Are the people like noticing us standing there talking in Abyssal Infernal and just
Yeah, so they're all just like giving you weird looks, but they all just kind of like shrug, like, it's just another day in Baldur City.
what you gonna do?
Yeah, Heronius is like playing into it like, hey, yeah, crazy stuff, huh?
This is wild. Yeah, okay, I want to check out the fancy room.
I'll nudge Kaylee because you have your badge where it's handy and I don't. And I'll say to the people in the pools,
We are here on official business. Show them your badge, Kaylee.
She puts her hands on her hips and like sticks her chest out and is like,
Have you seen any miscreants or strange folk wander through here?
This like olive-skinned woman like turns around as she's like throwing her hair up in a towel, and she says, no, just seems to be normal bathers. So far, nothing. Thankfully, nothing exciting.
Keep an eye out.
All
Thank
we
you,
do.
citizens.
I salute them.
And they all are just kind of like, okay. Go about their business.
Let's do official business by this door labeled Jabaz.
Yeah.
That was where I thought too.
Kaylee puts
page.
her ear against the door to see if she can hear anything.
You hear an Enya playing in the background.
And Enya.
I'll make a stat block for it.
And you hear this like low grunting of this man. He's like, oh yeah, oh that's the spot. Oh my god. Right there. Oh wait, a little to the left. Yeah. There it is.
There's an Enya and there's a man getting a massage in there, I think. They're really getting in there, man. I don't think we should bother them. Maybe try the other door.
Yeah, let's check that one out until they're done.
It might be a while.
Or maybe not.
This might be one of those kinds of bathhouses.
So yeah, let's scope out the other door. Give a listen over there. Is there another Enya?
No.
Dos Enyas.
No!
Oh my god. No. This room appears to be quiet. I mean, it sounds like there might be someone in there, but it doesn't sound like anyone's getting a massage.
Calvin's gonna open the door up then, unless it's locked.
Yeah, no, it's unlocked. You see this woman in this white, almost kind of like lab coat looking thing, and she is sitting in a chair and she's reading a book. You see a massage table that is, right in front. You see a counter that's got heaps of bundles of sage and candles and lotions and oils, all neatly put up on the countertop. This you see this woman. She's got brown hair with her hair pulled up in a ponytail, just quietly reading. And she looks up to you and she puts her book down on the counter and she's like, I didn't have any other appointments for the rest of the day. Did you all want to get massages or?
No, ma'am.
Oh,
We're
God,
here on official business. And he pulls his badge out and flips it open.
Wow, he made that fast.
We've just got some questions for you, and we're gonna take a look around.
Oh, sure. Okay. What is it that I can help you with?
Ask her the questions. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see if there's any arms.
I'm gonna look at either Heronius, Roland, or Kaylee, and then just kind of turn away from the conversation.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Are you a cultist?
Close the door. You're gonna stop looking to me eventually.
Melody leaves. Melody leaves.
Are you
She
part
walks-
of a cult?
She walks out.
No, I mean, I worship the gods like anyone else does, but not
You
in
don't worship the dead three.
No. Only psychopaths do that.
Do I
Seen any
believe her?
psychopaths lately?
Make an insight check.
21, 17 plus 4.
Yeah, so you see she's a straight shooter. She's just like, what? Yeah, she's a little thrown aback by what's going on and why you're asking her. But she's telling the
Good.
truth.
What's a jabaz on the other side of the door or
Oh,
of the room?
Oh, Jabaz, yeah. So he's our main masseuse. So he gets his own special room that's, set exactly how he likes and everything. But so the rest of us who are on duty, we all just, swap out of this room.
I knew it. It's Jabals.
You guys ever get visited by some higher up people like I don't know, like Mortlock, Vander Thumper or whatever?
Vandenberg! I scream. My face turns red.
sorry. I'm bad with names.
And she says, "Oh, no. I mean, we're just a regular. I mean, our facilities are nice, but they're not that nice. And I mean, Mortlock is, I don't know, he's just kind of a sickly person, so he doesn't really leave the villa a lot, I've heard. I'm sure they have their own bathhouse in the villa. I mean, yeah, if you have that much money, I don't know why you would come to a public one."
Oh, don't sell yourself short. You guys have a really nice establishment.
Okay, we get by, but you can have your own. Why not?
I guess. Maybe one day. Well,
Roland's like strapping his shield onto his arm and pulling his warhammer out.
Let's check the other room.
What did you get on your investigation?
Oh, I still got a...
Can I help
8.
Calvin by looking around too when I'm
Oh,
clearly
yeah,
not in this
absolutely.
conversation? So
Yeah,
roll with
absolutely.
advantage.
Oh, right. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Better than the 1. So it's a 16.
There we go. Yeah. I'm walking around pointing at things. I'm like, no. I'm looking at Calvin, like shaking my head, yes or no.
Nice. Okay.
Though.
So you see that as you begin searching the northern wall of this room, you find a secret door.
Yes.
That swings inward. Yeah.
In the massage room or the main room?
What was that? Oh, in the massage room. In the northern massage room. The northern wall of the northern massage room.
Before Calvin triggers the door to open, he turns around and he says, "Ma'am, thank you for all of your help. We're going to have to sequester this room and secure it. Please make your way out of the room."
Okay. And she begins clumsily gathering her belongings.
About how much do they make giving a massage?
They make 25 gold pieces for an hour-long massage.
Woo!
Damn!
Hell yeah!
They get paid.
Maybe I should be a masseuse.
Yeah, dead stop.
Put that
This adventure
genie
doesn't
in-
sound
Wait,
good.
I was
Let's
gonna
so
say,
we all
one-
retire.
One massage and you
Get
can
our
live a
massage
week
therapy
on a
license.
But they only
Fuck
do
this mercenary group.
For real.
they only do like 1 or 2 massages a week, so it's
I mean,
Damn.
So it's,
25 gold, man. Whew.
Hot.
So either we become pirates like that one chick, or we become masseuse. I don't see a downside here.
that's how this game is going.
A massage on the water.
We're gonna
massage in hell.
Yeah. I
I
would like to palm something that looks expensive from her shit, like a nice essential oil or a stick of sage or just some. So why not?
yeah,
Because I have a problem. It's fine.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, natural 1. Yay! Yes. Oh, well, +0. Cool. 1. I'm not wise.
You take just like a quick cursory glance around and you're like, ooh! And you nick a bottle that has gold. It's a clear glass bottle with this gold kind of casing around it. And inside is this red glittery oil. And it says sensuous experience on it.
Oh boy.
I
I will
heat up.
take that. I'm writing down sensuous experience oil in my inventory.
An enchantment of warming.
Wow, enchantment of warming. I'm taking all of this.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna look at Heronius and just I don't know.
Alright.
Put it in my bag.
So as you find this secret passage, and as you have escorted this lady out and nicked a fine bottle of CBD infused massage oil.
Hell yeah. It's like Tiger Balm. I love it.
This will be a good time to take a 10-minute break.
Okay. Sweet. All right. 1 second here. Let me go ahead and throw up that be right back screen. We'll be right back, folks. See you in a bit.
Get your
We are back. Hello, hello.
Welcome back, friends. All right. So as we had just left off, Calvin and Melody had successfully revealed a secret door. The lady masseuse was just escorted kindly out of the room, and you are left to yourselves with this knowledge.
Let's crack that door open now.
Yep.
Crack the door open. As you open up the door, you are greeted by two sputtering torches that are on sconces on the wall. There's a 20-foot staircase that descends down into the ground. And the light of the torches just doesn't quite reach the bottom of the staircase. But you see that the stairs are made out of the stone, and and as well as the walls are out of this roughly hewn limestone.
Huh. Well, this isn't ominous at all.
But I bet this is what we're looking for.
Why don't you all go first?
I'd be happy to. Kaylee starts walking down.
So Kaylee's going first.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so I love it. So she jollily descends down the stairs. You go 20 feet down, and then you are immediately greeted by water that is about 2 feet deep as you come into this rectangular chamber where you see across from you on the southern walls of this room are two archways that are hewn out of the stone that lead down into two different passages. And it is pitch black. The light of the torches just barely gives you light of these archways. But yeah, going further, you do not see any other lights. So who among us has dark vision?
Me for once!
This guy!
Not me. Kaylee actually taps Sir Roland, and she looking out of the water, and she's like, I was gonna go first, but that looks like I'll only have about a foot of me left if I try to go through there. I don't know. You seem like a strong guy. If maybe you could give me a hand.
I would like to offer for you to climb onto me if you would prefer, or I can carry you.
Whatever you're more comfortable with.
No. What you're most comfortable with.
Thank you. Oh, you know how to treat a lady. I'd be cool to be on your shoulders. I've never been that high before.
Absolutely. Please mind the pike.
It's like sticking up above my head.
Yeah, and she just kind of looks at the wall
There's
next to her.
plenty of stuff to climb on.
Oh, perfect. So she just kind of just climbs up and sits down there. And she's like, okay.
You have to bend your head a little bit because you're just as his shoulders are so tall and it's so high up. Yeah, your head just barely scrapes against the ceiling.
I'll stoop a bit and you'll stoop a bit and it'll be fine.
There you go.
I'll also pull a coin out. Can Heronius see in the dark?
I'm a hill dwarf.
So
I don't
no?
know what that means.
No.
Okay. That explains everything.
I want there to be a moment of silence, and we're like,
So I will say,
Sir, if you would like to stay close, I require light as well.
and I'll take a coin and cast light on it.
Nice.
And hand it up to Kaylee. So you can kind of aim it and cover it if we need to.
You see Melody's gray eyes track the coin out of the darkness, as it's illuminated.
It's a copper.
Come down. Wonderful. So so looking across from you from the stairway, you have a passage on your right and on your left.
Before we cross the water, Calvin's gonna take a good look at it before we actually get into it. Is it moving? Is there a flow? Are there ripples?
It's all stagnant water.
Okay. And it doesn't look like anything's moving in it?
No,
Okay.
not other than you all.
We should most definitely split up.
We
No.
more ground that way.
As
Yeah.
as a note, I would like to give Waldo some rope so he can tie up the other one, and then I will put Waldo on my shoulder and the other one stuff it in my bag.
Okay, yeah.
Tie it up.
Waldo thinks he does a really great job tying up this other imp.
Okay, I can see the rope, so that's all. You all just see a rope wrapping around an invisible thing being tied by another invisible thing. It's awesome.
Mhm.
Would you prefer a set of manacles for whatever small creature you're toting about?
You carry tiny manacles?
You missed
Regular
that?
manacles, but you can bolt it around his head.
I mean, sure. I'll definitely take them and give them to Waldo.
Yeah,
Waldo's
I just hand them out.
creative that
You can
way.
like hack it around his throat and hack it to your bag or something, leave him dangling there.
Yeah. Melody gives 0 fucks about the comfort of this creature.
These I will need returned when you're done with them. Thank you.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
I don't know what you get.
Yep. Mm. Mhm.
You see a tiny creature shuffle through the water over to you, Roland, and it taps on your knees to like give the manacles.
Give.
I dangle them down. I have Kaylee, so I don't want to bend too far. I just like hand them down.
And you feel something snatch these manacles from your hand, and you see it scurry through the water. And you see them getting latched onto some kind of creature, which he then presents to you, Melody.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang it off my back with like one of those little hooks on my backpack, so it's just like swinging.
It's like a water bottle.
Yeah.
The worst Tamagotchi.
Poop everywhere.
Poop every. Oh my god.
Mhm. And it never dies.
All right.
All right, so we going off to the left or to the right?
Left.
Seems good.
All right,
Sure.
so you go down. You go to the left passage. You go straight for a little bit, and then it curves towards the east, and then you come up to like a small like little ramp where it comes out of the water so that you're on dry stone. And then this passageway curves down to the south where you come to a door. That's like this soggy wooden door.
Calvin's gonna check out the door. Get the hinges, lock. Yeah.
So it's not locked. You can twist the handle just fine. Yeah, it just seems like a plain ass wooden door.
Okay. Is there a keyhole?
No.
No. Okay.
I'll investigate the door.
All right, make your investigation check.
I'm a stand
Hey,
back.
Master Roly Poly, would you bring that light on over?
I will dash your brains out with this warhammer.
Yeah, you take it easy. All right.
Kaylee kind of like puts her hands forward with the coin closer to the door.
Thank you.
Aw, you both on the same coin.
Dirty 20.
Definitely tell that this door is not trapped. And there's nothing particularly interesting about it on the side.
It's a wet ass door.
Yep.
Let's go. I'm gonna crack it open.
Alright, so this leads into a round chamber that's a 4-way intersection. So as you step in, you are greeted by 3 other doors, as well as the one behind you. This chamber is empty, but it is not bereft of decor. Carved into each of its 3 doors is a full-figured depiction of the dead 3.
That's ominous.
So
I think we're in the right place, guys.
So on the east door, there's only 3 doors. So the east door, the north door, and the south door, each of them bear a depiction of one of the dead 3 gods. And then to the west is an open archway that leads into another passageway.
Huh.
If you look at the east door, you see this tall armored man wearing this bucket helmet. The north door that you just came in through, you see this skull-headed man with long curved blades. And then in the southern door, you see this cloaked, robed figure with its face is just hidden beneath the shadow of its cowl, and holding a screaming human skull in its skeletal hand. So, you know, all happy, positive imagery.
Totally metal.
Love it. Well, it's better than upstairs.
Is it?
I mean, the smiling imps were just, or the nymphs were just. I'm a little bit more at home here.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Maybe we should go through the archway because it's already open, basically.
Sure, why not?
Do any of these doors seem more traveled than the others, just out of curiosity?
Make I guess survival or investigation check.
Can I help on his shoulders?
Certainly.
I will roll with advantage. With advantage, that would give me for a survival a 13.
So looking at the three of these doors, it looks like the eastern one has seen the the steps leading up to it has like a little bit more wear. Thinking, knowing that you came in from the northeast, you're thinking you're probably like in the beginning of this series of passageways, so it would make sense that going east would lead to more stuff.
Yeah.
Is the door to the east the bucket head guy?
Yes.
Okay. Well, one of you should probably go through that door.
We can go through the archway first. I think that is a sizable idea.
All right, let's go.
Right?
Then.
Yeah.
If we don't have
Let's
to disturb
go.
stuff, we shouldn't.
All right, so you head on west. You come, it like ramps back down into more water again. As this passage goes to turn to the north, you see off to your left in this little alcove is this moldy tapestry that features the grisly scene of 4 faceless figures ripping apart another figure in the tapestry.
Ugh.
Who is like screaming. It's a very, just really grisly scene.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Great decor in this place. And so as you continue north, you come into this mostly square room with like one of the corners cut off. And you see 3 wooden beams brace the ceiling of this flooded chamber, which features a stone altar covered with entrails in the northeast corner. Hanging on the wall above the altar is a 3-foot-tall steel mask cast in the form of a frowning human skull.
I didn't even know skulls could frown. Damn.
Harmonious wants to walk to the giant skull mask, and is there like space behind it, or is it like into the wall?
It's like hanging like where the eyes are, it's like hanging on some nails that are poking through the eyes. So it's like flush with the wall.
Yeah, he stands behind it and it's like, look at my tiny body. It's like dancing.
Oh my god. there's like literally a pile of guts on a table in the corner, right? Okay, just to clarify. Okay.
Yep.
This is why we smoke.
Are there any other doors that lead in or out of this room?
So out of the the very top northwest corner, it leads into another chamber, it looks like.
Calvin's gonna like pull extendable rod out of one of his pockets and kind of poke at the entrails on the altar a little bit.
Oh,
Like,
good.
is there anything else in there?
I bet that
or
smells
under there?
awesome.
They squelch and plop into the water.
That's the
Okay.
worst word.
Moist squelching.
No.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have to look at them anymore. But I guess watch your step over here. Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
Forgive and forget, bud.
I suddenly forget why we're here. We're trying to find these cultists, right? But I guess they're not here, so we should probably go, right?
Well, we should find out what else is going on. Maybe they aren't. There's more rooms.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean from this disgusting room. We should go away from this disgusting room immediately.
Yeah, so there's another passage off in the northwest that opens into another chamber. And then there's, going back to the main four-way intersection.
May as well just push on, right? Until
Yeah.
we find the end of this passage.
Yeah, somebody to kill, please. Thank you. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
So as you walk into this next room, you see floating face down in the middle of this room is a bloated corpse of this shirtless male human with knife wounds in his back.
Ew.
Poke.
And then it goes off. It goes.
Thanks,
you can
Calvin.
see- yeah, with your extendo.
Yeah, poking the dead body.
Like you do. And you see going off towards in the northwest corner again is like another little smaller chamber. That's probably only like a little 10-foot by 10-foot area. So it
I'm
looks like
curious
that's the end
how
of it.
I'm curious how gross it'll get. Let's push on.
As we get further, and Kaylee just holds tighter to the ruffle neck, just like.
So as you step into this next little like 10-foot by 10-foot square area, this appears to be a dead end.
I would like to investigate.
Go ahead and investigate.
Poke, poke.
Are there are there more dead things to poke with a stick? That is a 21.
So you poke with your stick and you go right in the right place, and you see that there is a secret door that leads into the initial area where you came in. Basically, is the right passage that you didn't take.
Got it.
Okay, right.
So it made this nice little square for you.
All right, so we're back at the beginning. Okay, so that's good. We've closed one circle. Great, let's do more.
Yeah, so you can wind your back way back into that round four-way intersection, and so you have just gone through the west. So there's the north where you've come from, the east, with the bucket head, and south with the skull wizard.
I like buckets. Let's go for the bucket head.
I like buckets.
I like bucket. So wait, the bucket head was the east door, right? I'm trying to.
Yes.
Okay.
Bucket head is east. North is curvy blades.
Skull
And
curvy
then-
blades.
And then south is cloaked skull.
All right. Bucket head.
Buckethead.
Buckethead's going to the east. You go through a passage that leads back down into more stagnant water. And coming in from this kind of turns a little bit. So you're coming in from the north wall. And you see some stuff as I go.
I knew the bucket was the way to go.
Yeah, Malady has wrapped like a piece of cloth around her face and is like kicking her hooves up every once in a while to like shake off water.
She has hooves.
She
I was going
love
to
it.
say, all the tiefling hooves.
Yeah, her little hoofos are getting
Little goat
covered in
legs.
nasty slime, and she hates it.
Oh yeah, it's gross. So as you come into this area, you see that this is a partially collapsed room with 3 wooden beams bracing its ceiling. Situated between the beams is a scorched wooden table with a human cadaver resting atop it.
Awesome.
A frighteningly thin woman stands over him and is probing him and you see her face is hidden behind this cowl, much like the visage you saw of the southern door.
Oh.
And around her feet is this swarm of these skeletal rats whose like flesh seems to just drip and slough off of them as they scurry around her feet.
That's cool. Calvin doesn't think that's cool.
Okay.
That's a cultist if I've ever seen one.
Let's kill her.
And so you see the face of this pallid woman whose skin just barely caresses bone, and her just soft black eyes turn slowly over her shoulder to greet you, and she says, "Oh, hello. Please be quiet. I'm concentrating on something." And she continues as she looms over this cadaver, and you see this dark energy drip from her fingers and pulse over this body.
Nope.
Can I make an Arcana check to try and determine what she's doing? What spell she's casting?
Can I make a
would like
medicine
to
check to make
aid.
sure the corpse is a corpse and not a living person?
Yeah. What did you want to do,
I
Kelvin?
wanted to help Melody's Arcana roll.
Cool.
Okay, so... thank you. So I got a 17 and plus 6, so 23.
Nice.
So this woman is absolutely a necromancer, and so she is obviously trying to like animate this dead person.
She's bringing it back. Stop that. No, kill her. Go.
How far away is she from us?
She's about 15 feet away from you all.
Yeah, Kaylee just like pushes off of the shoulders and just goes and tries to land a punch right in this lady's face.
Yeah.
Nice.
I go,
Nice.
when you jump off and pull the ruffles.
My little hairy feet get caught.
Let's keep her alive for questions. Just
You
Very
said
nice.
kill.
barely,
right.
only a little.
But that is where we are going
No!
to leave it.
Oh,
But-
snap.
But I want to.
But
How
I want to
dare
kill.
How dare you?
How dare you, Cliffhang? This is what it feels like. I don't like it.
I'm on fire.
Celeste rage.
No.
Oh, good stuff. All right. Yes. Excellent. All right. So this has been wonderful. A wonderful first game. I'm so happy to be here in gaming with all of you. I have been your storyteller, Sage.
And I am Celeste Conowitch. This is hard. I am Celeste Conowitch, and the character I've played today is Malady, your tiefling wizard.
And
Yeah.
I am JB. Also, drop the die on Twitter. I was playing
Lord Roland.
Love that voice.
I can't get enough.
I know I can't just
I want you to
always talk
monologue
like that.
more.
Don't. I'm not sure how long I can do this.
I am Katie. I'm on Twitter at lazy_mermaiden, and I'm playing Kaylee.
I was Naseem, your. What was I? What did I do today?
You did quite a few
Yeah,
things.
a
Alethea,
dwarf
what was
fighter who came for a good time and had a great time.
I'm a hill dwarf.
I don't have dark vision.
You said it.
I am Paul Harpering. I was playing Calvin Coleridge, who did have dark vision. Your fired Genasi artificer.
But did he have a coin?
You don't know what's in all those pockets.
You all have to get your going.
I have mine
This is
somewhere.
our
Damn it.
thing.
Yeah, mine's somewhere.
I've got my soul coin within
Oh.
reach too.
Oh god, that comes later probably.
Oh wait, Katie, did you get skipped?
Me? No, I said it.
Okay, no, I'm just crazy. All right, well, thank you for tuning in. We will be playing 2 weeks from now on our off Wednesdays from Venture Maidens. And as we begin the Dungeon of the Dead 3, you all get to level up.
Wow! Yay!
Key points.
Hell yeah! Hell
Yeah.
yeah! We're gonna be so powerful for this fight. All of a
All
sudden.
the help you can get as you crawl through this horrible place full of guts.
Awesome!
I'm gonna
Gorillas,
poke 'em.
unicorns, Thai food, and sweatpants.
Yay!
Guts.
Guts. Hell yeah.
But yes, all right. I can't wait to reconvene with y'all 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
All right. Also, everyone, if you enjoyed the show, this is Venture Maidens. Please give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Venture Maidens. Check it out. This episode is going to be going up on our Patreon feed. We're going to be making all these episodes available via audio there. So for just $1 a month, you can listen back to this again, because we know you had such a good time. And ad-free, which is awesome, too. So please do all of that. Thank you all so much, everybody. All right. I will go ahead and stop. Oh, no. Wait, where's the thing? Okay, bye.
Venture away! Or go to hell. We didn't discuss it, but that would have been hilarious.
All right, we stopped the stream. So, all right, and everybody stop
Go
the
to hell.
audacities.
Okay.
Oh, that's a thing.
Audacity.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wait, I'm just stopped recording. We're still streaming.